Number 6 is you don't negotiate. Another difference between American culture and traditional Indian culture is just the way that people spend money and negotiate the price of things. In India, when you go there and you buy anything, whether it's apples on the street or clothes in the store, you're going to negotiate the price of that. You never pay face value. In America, you don't really have that same negotiating culture, and so people really only negotiate the price of things when it comes to their home and maybe the price of their cars, which a lot of people really don't negotiate that as well. But you can negotiate the price of a lot of other things, and this can save a lot of money in your pocket. For example, when I was applying for law school, I was given different scholarship offers from different universities, and one university where I wanted to go to, Wayne State University, gave me a pretty big scholarship, but it wasn't as big as another university which I was also thinking about going to, which gave me a full ride scholarship. So I went back to Wayne State University in Detroit and I said, look, I want to go to your university, but your scholarship just is not big enough. Can you do something? And they gave me a 50% bump in my scholarship just because I asked. And if I didn't ask, I wouldn't have gotten that free money in that scholarship offer. And it's not just with scholarships, it's also with the prices of things that you pay. If you have any sort of service and utility bills, things like your internet bill, things like your cable bill, things like other service and utilities like that, what you've probably noticed is that they're going to increase the prices of your bill year after year after year. These are pretty much just baked in to everybody's accounts. But you don't always have to pay these additional prices. If you call up the customer service number and you ask them nicely, many times they will reduce the price of their bill, especially if you can show them what their competitors are charging, because it's a whole lot cheaper to them from a business perspective to keep you as a happy customer with a discount than to have you go to somebody else. And so now if you can talk to them and be nice, this is the key, be nice, because most customer service reps are being yelled at and cussed at all day and night long. So if you're nice to them, they'll be nice to your wallet. If you're nice to them and talk to them about it, many times they'll be able to reduce the price of their bill. And if they're not willing to do that, ask to talk to a manager nicely, because the manager will generally have more price authority than the customer service rep, which can help you reduce the price of your bill, which is an additional way to not give up anything, but keep more money in your pocket. Number 7 is you do not track your money. In business, they say if you cannot track it, you cannot optimize it. And when it comes to your personal finances, it works the exact same way. If you don't know where your money is going, you will never be able to improve the financial situation that you're in right now, which is why I want you to do this every month. I want you to do an audit of your finances, that way you know exactly where your money is going every month. The way that it works is you're going to take a piece of paper, use a Google sheet, use an Excel sheet, I don't care which one you use, but you want to write this out. Write down on the top how much money you're making and the different sources of income. All the money that hit your bank account, write that right here. Then below that, I want you to write down line by line all of your different expenses. In the beginning, this is going to take you a long time because you've never done this before. But after a couple of times of doing this, it'll be a lot easier. This means now, pull out your credit card statements, your debit card statements, your bank statements, and look at where all of your money went, line by line. After you do that, categorize them by different categories, things like eating out, your groceries, your housing costs, everything else. Write down how much money is left over after expenses. Then write down where all of your other money went. How much money went to your investments? How much money went to your charity? How much money did you save? Was there anywhere else where this money went? Now, when you see this, you're going to actually see, glaring right back at your face, where all of your money is going. And when you see this, I don't even have to tell you what to do. It'll be immediately apparent that you can cut back on certain expenses. You can do things to invest more money. You can do things to give more money to charity. You can do things to save more money, and it'll be staring right back at you. And what you'll see is many times you have expenses that you completely forgot that you had. Services that you forgot to cancel. Services that you should cancel. And it's money that's just sitting there, leaving your account, that you don't even notice because you're not tracking it. Number 8 is you do not prioritize your credit card debt. According to LendingTree, the average credit card interest rate in America today is over 24% a year. Now, from a financial perspective, what this means is until you pay down this credit card debt, you should not be worried about doing anything else. That means you should not be worried about investing your money into the stock market, because the stock market gives you ideally a 10% return. This has been the average historical return over the last century. 10% return in the stock market, 25% return or more on your credit card, which means if you pay down your credit card debt 1 year early, that's a guaranteed return here. This is not guaranteed. You might make more than that, you might make less than that, you might even lose money in the stock market, which is why before you worry about investing your money here, pay this off first. You got to get rid of this before you even think about going out and buying a home, because, well, the buying a home is a big purchase. You need money for the down payment, and ideally you're going to make money in that home, but right now you got to make that financial decision of paying off this credit card debt. That money you make in a home is all hypothetical. No one knows what you're going to be able to sell the home for in a few years, but we know if you pay down this credit card debt a year early, you're going to get a 24% return on that, which is why this is a better return for you versus you going out and investing your money somewhere else, or even you going out and buying a home, or even you paying for a Netflix subscription. If you have credit card debt, you cannot afford a Netflix subscription. And it's not because of the $15 a month, it's because of the 2 hours of time you're spending on Netflix every single day. You got to get the fire on your butt to get out of this credit card debt as fast as possible. Number 9 is you think your 401k is enough for you to retire. Listen, the 401k founder has come out and said that the 401k has gone awry because so many Americans are relying solely on their 401k to fund their retirement. And it turns out that that's probably not going to be the case. I mean, just take a look at the retirement crisis that we're facing today in the United States. Well, if you solely rely on your 401k to retire, it probably will not be enough money, which is why you have to do more than just your 401k. And what this means is you're going to have to go out and invest your money yourself. Now, it doesn't really matter where you invest your money. It doesn't matter if you're investing your money in stocks or real estate, but you have to be putting your money to work. And what this means is you have to have some sort of system to understand how much money you should be investing, saving, and spending. One of the things I like to talk about is a 75-15-10 plan, which says for every dollar that you earn from here on out, 75 cents is the maximum that you can spend. 15 cents is the minimum that you're investing. 10 cents is the minimum that you're saving. Now, out of this 15, some of this money can go into the 401k, but after you tap that out, you still want to be investing your money outside of a 401k. Whether or not you think a 401k is good, that's irrelevant here. Okay, there are ways for you to invest your money outside of a 401k, which is something you need to be doing as well. 401ks are a great place for the average person to start investing money, but it's not where you want to stop investing your money. This is kind of like the floor, the baseline, the easy access entry place to start investing your money. But if you really want to get the bigger returns, the better tax benefits, you have to get outside of the 401k and start investing your money yourself as well. And once you hit a savings goal, you want to have somewhere between 3 to 12 months worth of expenses saved to protect you against an emergency. Once you hit your savings goal here, now you can reallocate this money here to this investment money, and this is money now that you can be using to invest more aggressively. So understand that you want to be investing more than just the 4 or 5 or 6% of money that you're putting into your 401k. You have to be investing more aggressively if you want to be able to retire wealthy and financially free. If you enjoyed this clip and you want to continue your financial education journey, I have another video that I think you'll love. All you got to do is click that button right over there. And for those of you who want to stay up to date on the top finance and business news, you can join Market Briefs, my free financial newsletter, by clicking that button below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.